Forget about him, Falcon. We all remember what he had to say. Present your case based on what you can recall. Okay, I will. But you may want to wipe that mouse off your shoulder first. Sorry, wipe what? Oh, it's you, Mousy. Monsieur Falcon, special delivery from Rainer Vulpes. Thank you, Mousy. What's this? An eye patch. It was found in Remus' brother's clothing. Remus' brother? Does an eye patch belonging to Judge Romulus? That's interesting. Where is Romulus? There's no time. Just take it. Take it. Alright, we now have an eye patch. I have to run, but you have to do your best. Vulpes and Sparson believe in you. Sparson, you've seen Sparson? How is he? There's no time. Good luck. Are you quite done, Falcon? Very much. Let's begin this. Trial. Let's remember what the friar said. Okay, he said that the girl was approaching the police line with her hands in the air when all of a sudden the brute of a police inspector yelled, "Get back, you filthy rebel." He drew his gun and shot the bird point blank through the chest. Okay, and our evidence that we have is a bloody handprint on her left shoulder, the bullets, and an eye patch based on Romulus. Okay, well let's start with this. Let's talk about the victim. Wait, no, okay, talking about the victim isn't looking good. The police line? Yeah, this didn't occur near any police line. As I recall, the main police line was at the entrance to the gardens. That's around where we were waiting, but this incident didn't occur there. It was a good 50, maybe even 100 meters away. So what? So what? It's a severe discrepancy in his account of the events. Maybe there was a police line there, but it moved. Maybe he was mistaken, and it was just a single officer. Does it really matter? Yes, it matters. It impacts how we view the narrative of the events. How exactly? Elaborate. If there were just a single police officer, then it would be more a private confrontation, and well, yeah. Sorry, I don't buy it. Innocent being killed by a policeman is an innocent being killed by a policeman. You got some details wrong, but the overarching crime remains. We must stay focused on that. Fine, I guess we don't have anything about that. Point blank through the chest. She was shot in the back. The girl was clearly shot in the back. I know, I remember seeing the bullet wound for myself. But that's a very glaring inaccuracy. It's an inaccuracy, but it's irrelevant. Does it really matter if she was shot in the front or the back? Either way, a girl died at the basic sense. Yes, it does matter. If she was shot in the back, it implies that she was walking away from the assailant. In his story, she was walking towards the assailant with her hands up in the air. That is a very, very bad discrepancy. It does matter. If she was shot from the front, this might indicate a police confrontation turned ugly. But if she were shot in the back, then what? This could indicate that someone targeted and assassinated her before she could even react. That doesn't paint the inspector in a particularly flattering light. You're missing the point. A shot to the back breaks the currently established narrative. The girl was targeted and murdered in a stealthy professional attack. This was no ordinary police confrontation. You've made an assumption, Falcon. You've assumed that just because she was shot in the back, she must have been stealthily killed. There are other possibilities. Perhaps she was scared, started running away, and was shot in the back as she fled. That isn't possible. If she was running away, she would have been at least a couple of steps away from the killer at the time of the shooting, right? Right. But she was standing right behind the victim. They were less than 1 meter apart. They were standing that close? How could you possibly know? Well, we have this handprint on her shoulder. A bloody handprint. What do you make of that? I assume any blood stain would belong to the victim, a mark made with the girl's dying breath. No, it was a left hand on her left shoulder, near her upper back. The angle and positioning make it so it can only be another person. So the killer was behind the girl at the time of the attack. I see, that's quite a theory. But you've left an important question unanswered. Why was the handprint bloody? The print was made with the victim's blood, yes, so it can't possibly have been made prior to the shooting. The killer must have wiped his hand on the girl's clothing after she had already died. And if that's the case, then my suggested scenario is still possible. The girl may have been running when she was shot. No, I'm still trying to work out the details, but I know the print was made prior before the shooting. Maybe the shooter was injured, and his hand was already covered in blood. Yes, yes, yes! Talk about breaking the established narrative, and now you present me with that baseless drivel. Well, where do we go from here? How does this handprint nonsense really affect the situation? You find something funny, Inspector? I do. This whole trial is absurd. It's an animal court true and true. There was something particularly funny about that last exchange. You're both so focused on this handprint was made, you missed the larger issue. I don't have any left hands, idiots. I couldn't have possibly left the mark. Oh, right, of course. That is some good evidence right there. Well, what do you say to that? Maybe it came from an accomplice, or it had nothing to do with the incident, or... Feels good to see someone else wildly speculating for a change. I bet, Falcon, I bet. Fine, I don't have a solid explanation. I must concede it's possible, maybe even likely, that the person who left the mark was the murderer. Therefore, as much as it pains me to say it, the inspector probably did not shoot the girl. That's that. Inspector is off the hook. No, there's still the matter of the incident at the market. What incident? I know nothing about it. As if you don't know. A beggarette was shot and killed in the market a few days ago. The attacker was described as a scouting police officer who wore an eye patch. Sounds familiar to you? Go on, Falcon. Explain the pig out of this one. Until 5 minutes ago, we were at a loss for that, but we just got a piece of evidence that makes it all too clear. A false flag operation. Volerti was set up. Explain yourself. What do you know about Remus's twin brother, the man known as Romulus? Not much. He was forced to flee the country by our oppressive government around a month ago. Well, that's a half-truth. You see, he is being hunted by the police, but I've had the suspicion he was lurking in Paris, although I never managed to find definitive proof. But it turns out my suspicion was well-founded. He was recently apprehended. You think? Well, I don't know the details. Doesn't really matter. What's important is that a reliable friend found this on Romulus' person just moments ago. An eye patch. Romulus has perfect vision. Why would he need something like this? There's only one plausible explanation. It's part of a disguise. Something to conceal his identity and make him appear as someone else. Disguise? You're saying that Romulus shot the beggar red just to frame the police inspector? Exactly. It's no coincidence that he happened to find the very same inspector just as another murder occurred today. So, Remus was in on it too. Two wolves working together to make this policeman look like a murderer. But why? Why would they do that? To rile you up? To make you lust for violence? And if your actions today are anything to go by, I would say they succeeded. Damn, I've been so stupid. How did I let myself get so misled by a couple of wolves? This trial is over. Go, Inspector. You're free. About time. You're lying on walk, ma'am? Of course. It would be criminal to confine an innocent man any longer than necessary, even if he is a bitter and stubborn pig. Falcon. Yes? I don't understand you. You're stupid, reckless, but you fought beak and talon for my freedom. I'm starting to suspect you really aren't a Viridian killer at all. Took quite a bit to get that through your thick skull, yeah? If you're still hunting him, maybe you should speak with Vulpes when this is all over. He's doing some research, he knows something. Most likely. Maybe I will. It appears your gang of rebel filth don't intend on insulting the palace anytime soon. I'll relay it to the artilleryman. Maybe we can keep a peaceful standoff going until this blows over. Thank you, I appreciate that. All of you, stay out of trouble. So, what happens now, ma'am? We're going to continue to protest. Peacefully. We're going to stand here, chanting and shouting, until the Prime Minister and the King step down out of sheer humiliation. Might take days, weeks, but if we manage to change this country without one more person being harmed, then... Well, well, look who returned. Madame, I just saw the police inspector strolling out here unharmed. Why did you let him go? It's simple, Ramus. We all had a discussion. We came to the conclusion that I've been misled by a couple of wolves. Oh? How many lies have you fed me? Just how much damage have you done to further your own goals? Did you help your brother kill the beggar rat? Did you watch the girl die? Now that I think about it, even the croque-monsieur's death was surrounded by details that made little sense. I don't know what to think anymore. You know this guy's a scumbag at least, ma'am. So I say shoot him. Yeah, Pierre's right. We won't judge you for killing this man. It's the least I deserve for my sins. Go ahead. What are you waiting for? Pull the trigger. Do it. Falcon, you've proven yourself as having clear judgment. What do you say? We could shoot him. Personally, I'm not big on the death penalty. We could let him live. I'm not sure what he will do. Can I just say, like, let him live, but apprehend him so we can prove that he was guilty? You know what the right thing to do is. Show us what kind of leader you want to be. You're right. I said this will be a bloodless revolution, and I can't make exceptions. This is amazing. Completely unprecedented. You've bucketed all my expectations, avoided every temptation, and opted for an option that shouldn't even exist. Well done, madam. Well done, Falcon. You've demonstrated the power of pacifism in its purest form. But unfortunately for you both, I'm no pacifist. Everyone, get down! This is gonna be bad. Please back, don't shoot the artillery. Suicide. Shooting himself in the head? What a loony! Hardly surprised the wolf would be too cowardly to face real punishment. No, this isn't right. It's not the solution I wanted either, Falcon, but I can't say I'll mourn his death. No, that's not what I meant. It doesn't make sense for him to kill himself so abruptly. And that comment of his, it was almost like, I think we need to get out of here. All of us. Right now. Falcon, what are you talking about? What? That was a gunshot. Real close, too. I kind of first hesitated. It's me or them. Officer, hold your fire. No way. I can't afford to take chance. It's me or them. Oh, come on, back. No, back, please. It's me or them. Fire every cannon. Oh no, Beck, you messed up bad. You messed up so bad, Beck. Why did you do this? Why was Volerti not just a minute earlier? Aw, so many people are gonna die now. Should I have... No, if I had shot him, it wouldn't have made a difference, because the gunshot would have still gone off. Can anyone hear me? Pierrot? Fontaine? Hello? Anyone? I'm here, madam. Falcon? Of all people. I think I made a mistake, Falcon. Where did I go wrong? Was it when I lost my temper? Or was it earlier when I shot the prosecutor? Or was it earlier still when I first listened to the monstrous frere in the first place? I've made a lot of mistakes. We all did, madame. Most people's mistakes don't spark bloody revolutions. Can you move? I don't think so. Give me a minute. I think I can clear some of this rubble. Wow, that was a lot to take in. Whew. Okay, well, I think we're nearing the end of the game. Let's see what's going on here. Dear Monsieur Phillips, I'm writing to you from the Demo Railway Express. Modern technology truly is amazing. I've decided to take your advice and we've gone on vacation until things settle down. The King fleeing to Britain, the Second Republic taking over, it's all crazy stuff. Anyway, before I left, you asked if I knew what happened to Falcon. Well, I got my hands on a copy of the official police report, and it says that Falcon died during the attack on the barricade. But it also says the police didn't find the body, same as Leonie Beaumont. Weird, huh? Rumor is that he was probably blown away by cannon fire, but that doesn't sound right to me. Falcon I knew was tough and intuitive. I think he found a way to escape and survive. So in my opinion, he's still out there. It's possible, isn't it? Anyway, I should wrap this letter up, because I'm about to reach my stop, Vienna. I'll let you know how Mademoiselle's Signa's parents are doing. Maybe you should come pay a visit sometime. Send my regards to Mousy. Yours sincerely, Sparrowson. Ah, cool, so Sparrowson is still good. P.S. I see a person selling Milramstrudel. What is it? P.P.S. Delicious, that's what. Oh, Sparrowson, never change. And that's that. That was Aviary Attorney, a game by Sketchy Logic. Wow, that was a really good game, and I'm really curious to find the other endings as well. It seems like this is probably the worst ending that we could possibly get, what with a bloody revolution happening, and yeah, that's probably not what you want to have happen, but that's just the way it went, unfortunately. But it was a really fun game. I'm definitely going to go through again on my own time and try to find out some other endings. And I encourage you that if you enjoyed this playthrough, that you also pick up the game and try to see what other endings you can find out. Because I think it really is a great game that deserves more backing. And I would love it if they made more acts for this, or even made a sequel or something. I would definitely be very interested in that, because I thought it was a great game, and I always enjoy games like this, you know, games like Aviary Attorney, no, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 2. I'm thinking about playing those games on the channel too, but yeah, I definitely enjoyed this quite a lot, and I love the art style. That was very, very cleverly done. But you've reached the end of Route C, Fraternité. The ending you received was determined by the decisions you made in Chapter 3. Okay, so Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 probably don't have any significant impact on the story, although they can have different outcomes themselves too. Try tackling the trial in the catacombs differently in order to see a different ending. Thank you for playing Aviary Attorney. So yeah, that's that. That will do it for this project then. It was definitely great fun, and I will play through on my own time, but I won't show you guys the other endings. I'll keep that as a surprise to encourage you to play through the game yourself, pick it up yourself. And also because I'm not quite sure if redoing the entirety of Act 3 would really be worth watching, just to get some different endings for Act 4. So, yeah. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more videos like this, more Let's Plays and stuff like that, then do consider subscribing to my channel down below. I'm going to do plenty more games like Aviary Attorney in the future. And if you like this video, then a thumbs up is always very much appreciated. And I will see you all next project.